I still think you should do an edit of all the claps.
I'm not doing that. 200 episodes. Fuck that.
You only got to listen to the first like 5 seconds.
Awful.
But that is a lot of files to open. That would be crazy.
Welcome to the last episode, the ultimate, as we've established. I remembered
ultimate
episode of the Vaguely Anime podcast. I am one of the last hosts this afternoon. Fuck it, Michael, followed by Kat,
Hi.
Sage,
Hi.
and Anthony.
Hi.
Yay.
I'm back.
Colin said he wouldn't show up.
Yeah,
So
fuck what a bitch.
so we got everyone that wanted.
We're
that wouldn't
shaming
show
him.
up.
Yeah. He's a bitch.
For shame.
But yeah, as stated in, I think, the last 4 episodes, this is our last episode because we have lives now.
Yeah.
And, whatever. But, yeah, so we said for a bit we would talk about, just go over, like, old anime club stuff and then see where we go from there. But figured that'd be at least a fun topic to start with. So, yeah. I guess, I don't know. What do we want to do? Do you want to just, like, start down the line and kind of just...
Go
Yeah,
upwards?
from the oldest.
Yeah.
I feel like that makes the
I
most
haven't,
sense.
Yeah, because you haven't been around yet.
Yeah.
Hey, you participated in, like, one randomly.
That's true.
But the rest of them.
Yeah. But, yeah, so I guess first off was my pick, which was Flip Flappers.
That was like
I don't remember anything about
the gay
this.
magical girls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gay magical
Yeah.
girls. Yeah. None of you liked it, really.
Yeah, you gave it a 5, Anthony.
I give it a 5.5 and a skip, apparently.
I was generous and gave it a 7.
Yeah.
My critical eye was brutal back then, apparently.
Yeah.
Got a solid 6.6 group rating.
I still remember feeling like it's fine. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
I
offensive, but I would not go, like, I wouldn't seek it
Yeah,
out.
I remember being okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember this show. Maybe that's
Probably because you gave it a 5 and you were like, this dump it from my
That's why I was
brain.
like,
Yeah, you're
Jesus
like, this
Christ.
does
Oh, wait.
not need
No,
to
I do
occupy
remember this show.
space.
No, I remember this show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still will sing its praise. I think it's very fun. I think the main characters are very cute. And I will literally always love the way they both pronounce each other's names.
I think your opinions are fine, but I would not give it a
Your
9.
opinions are 5. They are
The-
5 out of 10
No, that's
opinion.
mine, actually.
Like, you're not wrong, but I don't think the show is a 9 out of 10.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't hold up as a 9 now, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I have fond memories of it, and I think it was very fun. And I think it was like, I don't know. I just thought, I think I remember why I picked it was because I thought Kat would like it,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
which
Didn't I feel like
7
though,
ain't bad.
7 ain't bad.
I
ain't
think
bad.
we've learned anticipating for Kat to like something is
Okay.
like guaranteeing she's not gonna like it.
Actually, yeah.
It's like a death sentence.
If you
That
think
is
Kat
true.
will
That
like
is
it,
like
it's not
almost
going to go
every
your
single
way.
time.
This was the beginning, so we did not know what was going to
There
happen.
was very little to base off
Exactly.
of. Though.
I know. At some point, you got to wonder if it's like out of spite.
Well, yeah, because this one was just like, you're new to anime. Like, this one's got cute magical girl kind of vibe.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I think this will fit Kat. And then
I feel
we
like this
still
is a
thought
lot for new to anime.
Well, yeah. But then it was like, and then even to this day, we're still like, Kat will love this. Nope.
Yeah.
But that was also like me at the time too, because like I didn't really watch anime before I joined the podcast.
Yeah.
So like I feel like, yeah, it was a lot.
I feel like for new, like if you're just starting to watch anime, you have to watch something that's like.
like a class, like a certified
I
nerd
wasn't
classic.
that new.
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
this
well,
point.
that's
I'm
why.
saying,
Because it was
like,
originally.
in terms of Anthony, because
And
you
I
gave it a
think
5.
that-
You gave it a
well,
7
I was
because you
gonna
had
say,
already
that's
dipped your toes in,
yeah,
you know?
7 ain't bad.
But
If you
Yeah, I didn't
started
know
off
like any
with
like
this,
the
I think you
tropes
would
and
have been
shit,
like,
so I was like,
Yeah, because it was picked for Kat, and then you joined the podcast
Yeah.
after I had already picked it.
yeah.
So it was like, you just kind of got shoehorned into that one. Which then was followed by the show that had the highest rating for us until literally our last
Wow.
anime
Oh
club.
yeah, I rewatched
Kageyama-sama?
season 1 of this.
I need to finish it.
Kageyama.
I
I rewatched
love
season
this
1 of
war.
this a few months ago, and it's still fucking great.
Yes.
Kaguya-sama Love is War is
I love this
still
show so
immaculate.
much.
Yes.
Which is, everybody gave it a 9 except for Kat and Anthony, which gave it 10s.
Yes.
Yeah, deserved.
Yes.
Incredible
still,
show.
Still agree. Still.
Yeah.
Season
Still
2 and
love
3 are also fantastic
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I remember season 2 I liked more just because I remember, for whatever reason, season 1 like the formula got tired for me like right at the end, where they kept like just missing each other and whatever. I just remember like whatever it was
It's not
right
a
near
show
the
you
end.
can binge, I think.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
But like right near the end, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm kind of tired of this. And then season 10, I never hit that, so I was like, okay.
I remember you like talking about it, being like, I hate things where like it's just about communication and it's not working
Yeah.
out. Like I remember this whole conversation. And I
Which
was
is
like, that's
basically what
literally
the show is
point.
about.
Yes. I remember that just being like the most frustrating conversation.
It's like the
because-
most
But I feel like-
concentrated of
Yes.
all
I feel
the
like-
tropes
Yeah.
boiled down into one
Yeah.
show.
I feel like the show like kind of makes fun of that though.
Yeah,
How
that's the
it's,
whole
like,
point.
One thing
Yeah,
that
that's
very
the whole point,
self-aware.
totally makes fun of it.
100%.
And then we moved on to Mushishi, which Anthony, I want you to know, I still think
Yeah.
about Mushishi like fairly
Oh my god,
regularly.
really?
Cause
Me too.
Awesome show.
I don't know, something about it. I'm just like, yes, I connect with this on like a
and, like,
higher plane.
I still
It is,
remember
like-
when you told me to watch it, and I was like, all right, yeah, bet. And I remember sitting there and just like watching that show and being like, this is the greatest thing I think I've watched in a long
I think that's
time.
why.
Oh yeah.
I
It's
think that
fan-fucking-tastic.
like that's why Freerun is so enjoyable as well. They have such a similar like vibe and
I
energy.
don't agree, like at all.
100%.
At all. That's
The only
I remember
only
this episode
difference
too. I remember this
between-
episode too because like everybody was like, "Oh yeah, this is so good." And Kat was like, "This was fucking."
The
Yeah,
only
awesome.
difference between Mushishi and Freerun is like he's traveling alone, whereas
Yeah.
like Freerun she's with a party.
they just don't give off the same vibe.
No,
Really?
they're
at
both
all.
immense character studies about like a sprawling world, about like dealing with the environments and things around it. Like they are very similar, at least basis.
Yeah.
Like they went different paths, but they definitely have like the same root.
Then I guess it just has to do with writing because I was just so fucking bored with Mushi.
It-
Oh my God.
I'll give you that. It's a very very slow paced show. It takes
Yeah.
like a lot of time.
Like I
with,
just
like-
I just couldn't and you know I still gave it a 6, which 6
Right.
ain't bad.
It's
Right.
not bad.
right.
It's not bad.
But and some episodes like were good, but
Yeah.
I just think just to get to that I was
Yeah,
like I can't.
the pacing is
I
is very
can't.
slow.
It was
so
just
I
too
get it.
like I was just like I am
Banger.
Bangers.
Bored.
This was the start of
Bored.
Kat has the wrong opinion.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
Oh,
we
hand-
yeah,
Classic
handshakers.
episode.
Sage decided
which
to
is my
go-
favorite. The
Classic.
Kat gave it the best score out of all of us.
Yeah. Why
I
did you
remember-
give it a 3?
because 3 is a horrible score.
Everyone else gave it a 1 or a 2.
I didn't even
Kat
think
saw
I
something in
could.
it,
I didn't even
apparently.
think
Yeah.
I could go that low, to be honest. Like, because I already have my scores going like into the episode. So like, I have already decided. I have already rated. Like, I didn't even think. Because you know, like how there is, it's like
Yeah, it has
written-
the words.
Yeah,
Right, right.
So like, I already decided what like mine was. Like, I didn't even.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is 3?
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay.
Not very good.
Yeah.
I remember this episode was is one of my favorites because I think for like the last like couple ones we were all like, oh yeah, like we should have taken notes, and like whatever. So you
That
and
one
I
I-
came with like half
No,
notebooks
I took
full
notes on
of
that
notes.
one too. Yeah, because I
we
was
all
just
came with like a
what the
notebook's worth
fuck
of
is
notes,
this?
being like,
Yeah.
this is dog shit.
One is a-
we just
one-
tore into it.
One is appalling. Two
One
is,
is appalling.
two is horrible.
A sight to humanity.
3 is
They're
very
slight.
bad.
Yeah, very bad.
Oh,
It was
so-
just like very bad. This
So
was
yeah,
very
you went
bad.
very bad.
So what was
Yeah.
2 again? What was 2?
Me and
Horrible.
you
Horrible?
went with
Yeah.
horrible,
Sounds
and then
about right.
Colin and Sage went with appalling.
It is appalling.
Yeah, it is a
It really-
slight against anything
Yeah,
animation.
like the fact that my eyes had to be seared with that like multiple times.
You saying. Because we're like, why are we watching this if it's so terrible?
because
And you're
I
like,
think-
because you guys have to experience something
bad
so
show.
Yeah,
bad.
no, I still
No,
think that's
why-
true.
why-
I think
why are
I
we
think
being
you
exposed
cannot
to
you
this?
I think to have a fair perspective on overall quality, you need to experience something truly awful.
Oh, you're absolutely
Like
right.
so
Everybody-
Maybe I needed to watch
100%.
Mushishi after Handshakers.
Maybe because
Get
maybe
some semblance of quality
if
again.
you watched
Yeah.
Handshakers first and then Mushishi, I think you would have come
Yeah.
out the other side being like, I
Wow,
understand
Mushishi.
now.
Everyone,
I
everyone
understand
needs
now.
to look at the elephant's foot at least once to appreciate life.
You're absolutely right. like when I was in college, like one of my film professors was like, okay, so like we've been watching like all these like classic movies like Citizen Kane, blah blah blah, whatever. Today we're gonna watch absolute fucking dog shit, just so you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, okay, that's fair. So
And then he put on one of the student films.
Oh my god.
Like I think because
while the kid was still attending the class.
I think
he was like, huh?
there's something about like overall quality of a project that like we really take for granted, as that like it's become so popular in such a huge industry now that like you expect things to look a certain level of good on the screen and make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like certain overall quality in like writing, storytelling.
But I also expect
like
my friends
audio.
to not waste my fucking time.
No, because
don't
the whole point that Sage even prefaced it with when she was going, "Hey, this is my anime club," is that this is bad. It is going to be terrible.
But that's
She did
still
say
why
that.
I
She
was
did say
offended that she was using that as her pick. She had to wait 5 turns, 5 whole months to get another turn to pick something.
I was willing to wait.
Like, that's fucking nuts.
I was willing to wait. I was like, I need,
That is
especially
insane behavior.
for you and Anthony, who were brand new to anime. I was like, no, you can't just
You
stroll.
made them quit the podcast.
You can't
I hope
stroll
you
in
know.
here being like, I only consume high quality content. No, you have to experience shit content. Because like,
She knows I'm kidding.
yeah, growing up, like the anime that used to be able to get like on TV and stuff, horrible.
Zash Bell.
Horrible, okay? So like I suffered through that. And I think it's
and
unfair for people to
you know what's
just like
wild about
cruise
this?
through life.
Pat's like, how dare you, Sage? When
I know.
she picked like 3 shows that
Garbage.
were utter
Chivalry
garbage.
of a Failed Night.
Chivalry of a Failed Night was fucking
Not your
terrible.
handshakers
okay, but you're-
level.
No, but it
I
was
feel like
still terrible.
Chivalry of a
Like,
Failed Night is like
relax.
one
on a
step
minute.
above.
No.
One step.
Yeah, no, that
Three
show was
steps
fucking
above.
terrible.
Not that bad.
That show
Hold
was.
on, I'm looking through.
that
I'm
bad.
looking through Cat's picks when I was on, and I liked most of them. I think most of them were really good. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I only watched 2.
LOL. Following Handshakers, we did Fruits Basket. I think that was season 1
Fucking
Yeah.
banger.
of the new one,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Fucking banger. I loved it. Being on this podcast made me appreciate romantic comedy anime more.
Really?
100%. I mean, Kaguya-sama, I gave
Yeah.
a 10.
I
This,
feel
I think
like
I gave an 8.
Rom-coms
Would you
are like.
consider Fruits Basket a rom-com though?
I would say yeah.
I would say it's at least rom-com.
She's like in the, she wants to fuck the guy.
Because it has...
Which guy?
All of them, really. I don't.
Because it does have those moments, but like it also does have, you know.
But I feel like
sometimes
it's
devastating,
not a
yeah.
rom-com in the way that you think of.
It's a dramedy. It's a dramedy like.
a romance dramedy.
Yeah.
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 But like I feel like rom-com is like the wrong label.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Fair.
it's if
I
you're
remember
gonna
laughing
say
a lot
if you're gonna say
watching it,
rom-com, I would just say rom-com light.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because like I mean it's much more romance and drama.
Yeah, than
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah, and then the comedy is absolutely there.
comedy is like tertiary to
Yeah.
drama and romance.
Yeah, but I mean I wouldn't say that is an inaccurate assessment. I would just say it is a rom-com.
I just
light.
remember laughing a lot. I remember laughing a lot watching it, but yeah, okay, that's fair. I haven't seen it since. You know,
I mean
we watched
it's
it,
yeah,
so.
it's still great.
Okay.
I forget. I don't think I've actually finished it because I think I asked you at one point when we watched season 2. I was like, "Are you gonna pick season 3 at some point,
Well-
or should I wait?" And you were like, "Wait," and I was like, "Okay."
Because I was gonna pick it,
Yeah.
but we're dying, so I can't.
The elephant's
Now-
foot did get us.
Now you are free.
Yeah, now I can
Go
just watch
ahead.
it.
Go ahead and watch it.
Oh man, hey, speaking of things that
Only Mike likes.
Yeah.
Spice and Wolf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy howdy, was this
Yeah.
was this a really a big
I was
group
just
disparity?
I was
that.
at least
Collins-
positive that Anthony would have backed me because it's just all world building and character.
Nope.
And because and you were like, nope, not at
This-
all.
I fell
this-
asleep like 7 times
Yeah.
watching this.
You
Such a hard one.
you thought Mushishi was boring?
No.
This is boring.
I gave this shit lower. Don't worry.
Yeah, this
Don't
shit is
worry. I
boring.
gave it worse. I did. It shows.
I will
Boy, howdy.
stand by this show forever
No.
and always.
The cute
And
wolf girl did. It wasn't enough.
It really,
Holo
she
is
really
the best.
wasn't.
Holo
She
is Holo is
really
best girl,
wasn't.
and
No.
and the remake is even fucking just as good.
Man, am I glad that this is ending so you can't get me
Oh
with
my
that
god!
shit.
Right? Woo!
Minus
Dodge
the
the
fact
bullet.
that yes, minus the fact that it does not have as good of an OP.
Well,
No,
Kind of a bummer.
sucks.
it's damn shame.
After Spice and
I
Wolf,
swear
we
to
did
God,
Prison
watching
School.
that show.
Oh my
okay.
God.
Hey, I still will say you and
I
Anthony
can't
did
believe
say
you
you
gave that
would
shit
watch
a
it though.
10.
Prison School. No, Prison School. Even though it wasn't etchy,
Wasn't?
was.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No, even though Prison
Definition.
School wasn't etchy, it was still really fucking funny. Like that show is hilarious.
I have no problem
I have
with
like
ecchi.
reaction images from that show on
It's
in
so
like, my
funny.
pictures.
I have
It's
no problem with
hilarious.
ecchi in any capacity, as is well known. I just think it's a terrible show.
We know.
oh no, this. I feel like Prison School is like the perfect like amalgamation of like degen shit that I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
that's for me.
Oh yeah.
I could
like
be here.
absolute garbage, but I love it.
Oh, it's
don't-
utter trash,
I
but at
don't
least
like-
it's funny.
remember
Like
anything except
High
I just
quality trash.
remember too far. Like I just
Yeah.
remember it just being too far.
I
and
can
I'm
definitely
like,
see how other people like
Yeah.
a lot of people will be like, the fuck, this is not for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm pretty chronically online, so it would have to be really, really bad for me to be like, yeah, this is not.
I mean,
it.
I still gave it a 7.
Again, it wasn't even that. I
Nothing.
just, I don't know. It was like, nothing about it vibed with me. Where I was
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
nope, this isn't.
I think it has a
Remember
very
something-
specific
There
audience.
was something
Yeah.
with the blonde girl that I was like, oh no.
Didn't she like piss? Or was that one of the people that liked piss?
oh my god, I forgot about
Yeah.
her.
No, I just
forgot about
remember
the
there were
piss girl- the
moments
piss
that it was
person.
just like, no.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
crossed the line, and I am uncomfy. Like we're too far now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's degen shit, but you know what?
Sure.
top,
is.
top tier.
What can you do?
I still can't believe you gave that show a 10, though.
I stand by it. I'm not
Nuts.
gonna revoke the 10.
That's wild to me. Following Prison School of all things, Ghost in the Shell movie 1
Yeah,
and 2.
two very different experiences.
Boy, are they.
Yeah.
Well, both in terms of Prison School and Ghost in the Shell, and then also the
And then
Ghost
also
in
the
the Shell
two
and the
movies.
sequel.
Yeah, 100%.
Kat, you did a skip for both.
I was another board.
That's
Yeah. Again, this goes back to Kat being wrong.
Bored.
I mean, granted, I don't think I have watched for in general, I guess, but I feel like I might say nowadays that I would skip the second. I just because I watched it somewhat recently again, and it's just so much worse than that first movie. Like the first movie is so good.
a masterpiece.
Yeah, and
Maybe
and-
I need to watch it again because I did give the second one a 9 as
Yeah, you
well.
sure
I
did.
still really like 2, but it's compared to 1. I mean, it's like night and day at that point.
although I'm also seeing I gave it Ghost in the Shell an 8. I feel like I'd bump that to at least a 9 or a 10 now.
Like if you were to reassess your rating.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I would bump that to a 9 or a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, valid.
I think I don't know, being stingy, I guess.
But the cool thing about Ghost in the Shell, though, is like even if you don't like the movies, which even if you don't like the movies, like they have like 14 timelines now that you could just jump into any single.
They're
one of
making a
them.
new show
Sure
based purely on the manga with the same art style as the manga,
Yeah, that fucking rips. I'm really excited
and
for
it's
that.
being made by the people by Science Saru, the people that made the Don to Don show.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
So probably gonna whip.
But yeah, there's like I guess this is like the 5th timeline now. There's like 4 timelines that you could just go in. There's this, then there's Standalone Complex, Arise, and then I guess this new one. But
There's also
yeah, rocks.
the Western movie.
Yeah, which I like.
I never
What,
watched it.
actually?
I do. I really do. This is my cross. This is my cross that I'm bearing.
Why?
I like that movie.
You know,
Okay,
big
I like
fan
it.
of Scarlett Johansson, known white woman playing Asian characters.
Well, if you watch the movie, she's her own separate entity.
Yeah, technically she's
I
not.
know.
Well,
I
actually, that is the point of the movie. Is she a separate entity? Who's to say?
But yeah,
Anyway,
I,
I like
never,
that
I didn't watch it.
I mean, look, Ghost of the Shell 1 at the very least is just a technical marvel. It is that quintessential like 80s hand drawn
Yeah.
like mechanic like shit that's just like everything is so nice. And then the sequel comes along and it's all fucking terrible CGI. And I'm just
Yeah.
it hurts me in my soul.
Yeah, it's
being
just
like
like
you
the
were
changing
so
trends and
good
shit.
to then that. I'm just
Yeah.
like, man,
They got too ambitious.
yeah, like
Yeah,
'cause-
it's also like the changing trends
Yeah.
too. Because they
Yeah,
put like
yeah.
a lot of CGI and shit at that point.
like I get why. It's still a bummer to go from the thing that's known for being like the pinnacle of hand drawn to then.
Yeah.
But if anything, that parade sequence is just still
I-
so fucking good.
I
Like
agree.
that parade sequence
Yeah.
is so good. But Terror in Resonance, a
Still
show
love it.
I still can't fucking stand.
Still love it.
Boy howdy.
Forgot you gave it a fucking 4.
I could
It's
not
so
stand
good.
that show.
Everyone else is a hater.
I don't remember what this show's even about.
It's
Neither do I,
about
to be
terrorists.
honest.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about
Yeah,
it.
it's about
I really
terrorists.
don't remember.
I remember just thinking it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean,
It is
I
good.
gave it an 8, but I also
thought
can't
I
remember about specifics. I just remember thinking it was
I
pretty
thought
good.
I remembered not liking this show, but I said 7 and watch. But I thought I didn't like this.
I think we talked you into like.
Oh, okay.
But,
Because
I think that is right. I think this is
Yeah,
one of those
'cause-
shows we talked you
Because
into.
I remember
Okay.
at first you were like, "Yeah, what the fuck was this?" And then I was like, "No, because of X, Y, and Z." And you're like, "Oh, okay, then it's not so bad."
Maybe I have to watch our episode.
Yeah.
What
I
went
think,
on.
I think we had like
It's only 11 episodes. Like you
Yeah.
could crunch through that show. So
I think we
quick.
had a
No,
few of
no.
those
I'm
times
just gonna
though.
watch our episode.
I think we had a few of those times where we like talked you into liking a show.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think it happened
I'm
at,
just being
at least
coerced.
like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, Terror and Resonance was.
so good.
I remember liking it. I do not remember why you hated it though.
That's the worst Watanabe show. Bar
Oh, I
none.
mean, I think that's true. Well, actually, I don't remember what I,
think
gave
just
Space
found
Dandy. I think
everybody
I
to
might
be
hate Space
fucking
Dandy more.
annoying.
But
Yeah, you were like, everyone is insufferable and has no agency,
Yeah, at all.
and you were really annoyed with the main girl.
I don't even remember her, to be honest. And I'm not going to rewatch the show to find
No,
out.
that's valid.
But I'm just probably going to rewatch the episode. But this next one, Quintessential Quintuplets, is one of my favorite episodes that we've ever done for this podcast. Solely because we do the intro and like everybody's like giving their brief thoughts on it, and then Mike is like, I remember this like vividly. Mike is like, okay, let's talk about spoilers, and then you and I just like stood up and started shouting at each other for like 20 minutes about who the best one was.
I like that you
It's
gave
so
both
fucking
seasons
funny.
a 10.
Yeah, it's a bang.
stand
This show
by it.
rocks.
Oh
I
my
stand by
God.
it.
I'm pretty sure I went. Okay, now we're gonna go into spoilers. Fuck you, Anthony. And then it just went
Oh,
like,
was that you and me?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
because you picked the worst girl.
I
Yeah.
did. No, not true.
No,
But-
you were about to
No.
agree.
For
No,
sure.
absolutely not.
Each goes
Wait,
the
which
worst
girl
I
is
one.
that?
stand by
Terrible
it. I
sister.
stand by it. I'm doubling
a
down. Doubling down
psychopath.
even.
Terrible sister.
Wait! You
Each
picked the
good?
MILF one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the worst.
Hello?
one. Yeah.
The worst one.
But I guess we should have seen that coming though. Like,
No, we
That's
all
what I was
did,
about
but
to say.
it doesn't
The-
matter.
My,
She
my
sucks.
history.
But she sucks.
The worst.
No, couldn't be me. So wait, as someone, so we only watched the first 2 seasons. So you guys, I'm assuming, have watched the rest of it. There was like a movie at some point, right?
Yeah.
they did.
Who-
I did not.
So,
Who does the guy end up with?
okay, so
the main
Wait,
bitch,
aren't
right?
they all on here?
we
Nobody
did
likes it. Nobody,
I only
nobody
have,
likes
I only
it.
have Nino.
Oh, okay.
The best one, clearly. But okay, spoilers for
Yeah.
who he picks.
Spoilers.
He picks Yotsuba, which is
Which
one
one
that has,
like
sporty
the
one.
bow?
The
Oh, was she the
sporty
one that
one?
was like 6 years old?
Yes.
With
Oh,
She's
the
the one.
stupid hat.
Why?
With the
No,
bow.
she has the bow with the bunny ear looking kind
Yeah.
of bow.
the sporty one.
Her?
Why?
Yes.
Why?
Because she was the original kid.
She was the young one who
Yeah.
met him.
No, I figured, but like,
So-
why?
So I'm gonna tell you the real tea. She was based off of the writer's wife, and basically,
All right, but that's not fair.
So
Yeah.
she got mad that that's not who was gonna be picked.
Oh my
And
God.
then it was swapped.
Look, I
or
I
that's
kind of.
what
right, that's
allegedly
I feel
is said.
I feel for the person. I feel for the writer in that scenario because there's what there 5 of them.
Yeah.
So no matter who was picked, people were not going to like it.
Correct.
Right? Because like every girl has their fan, I'm sure. Right? So like no matter who was picked, there was going to be a sect of people that weren't going to like it. But Yotsuba.
right.
That's pretty much most
But
people's
Yotsuba-
reaction was
Exactly.
really out of all the people.
But-
her.
but
she just is the
does-
weakest choice of
she
the bunch.
does-
She was.
She does have her own fandom because people call her Gotsuba. So like there are
fuck
people
outta here.
for her, but like I
Trash.
agree. Like people do say, and if I
Feels
ever
like a pity win.
if I ever get back to reading it, because I have like half of the mangas, if I get back to reading it, they say that it makes more sense in the manga, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
not really shown in the
Gotcha.
show.
So what? Like cut it out? Like cut stuff out?
Yes. So like it's just not shown enough.
So their
to make
relationship like
sense.
grows more in
Yes.
the manga than what
So
we get on the
people
screen.
say, but granted, I could read this show and then
Allegedly.
be like, no, it's still not there enough to make
Right,
sense.
right. For it to
Like,
be a valid
Yes.
end.
We'll bring the
Because-
podcast out from the dead when Kat finishes watching this.
because, yes, it's gonna be like
It's
10
gonna be
years
at the
later,
same
I'll be
time
like,
I finish
did it!
Haikyuu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking go to the grave, get our shovels,
Yeah.
dig all this shit out, and be like, all right.
We're gonna have our free run moment of
Yeah.
just like the meteor
50 years
shower.
from
Yeah.
now.
But like whether he picked fucking Itsuki, Nino, or Miku, I thought any of those three made
All
sense.
valid.
Yes. Like, I want him to pick Nino, but I would have been okay with any of those three because I thought that made
Which one was like the shy one?
Miku.
That's Miku.
Yeah, I like her.
Best
Like,
girl.
Yeah.
those all made sense. So even though I have my favorite,
Right.
I would have been okay. I would have
Right.
been like,
There's still valid choices.
exactly. Like, at least it makes sense with the writing, with
Right.
what happens.
Right.
Like,
You know, if I had
Whatever.
a nickel for every show I've watched that the outcome was changed via the person's significant other, I'd have at least 2 nickels.
what other show?
To Love Ru. The guy's wife left him, and
IRL?
yeah, and one of the characters that the main character was supposed to end up with was based on her. So then he was like, so he pivoted
He
and
did
went
the
to someone else.
opposite. He did the opposite.
Which is terrible because Haruna was the pick. Like
Yeah.
she is the one, and it was like, and
It was
then
too heartbreaking to him.
and then
so
he was like,
couldn't do
all
it.
right, anyone
Oh,
else?
anyone
But
else?
at that point-
I'm giving it
Like,
to
why
anyone.
would you at that point? Like, why would you just like raise the ire of like all those people?
Because
just
he
like
was-
get it done.
He
like,
was
move
too
on.
heartbroken.
I
He
was gonna
couldn't
say,
do it.
Fucking
he
bullshit.
can't-
Couldn't. I don't think he literally could write it. Like, I just think
2 nickels.
Like, I think he was.
Yeah, that's
I guess that's
crazy.
fair.
Haruna
But-
just gets fully sidelined in
Oh.
the story and basically stops showing up for the most part because she is like the other main character.
Right.
Wow.
And then she just kind of only shows up every now and then.
That's
brutal.
crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah, R.I.P. Haruna. She deserved better.
That's a. I feel so bad.
Yeah, it sucks.
I feel for
God
him
damn.
though. Like.
I mean, yeah, but yeah. So you know, in one where the wife is like, no, you have to have it be me, and the other one the wife leaves, and he's like,
Can't be her now.
can't be her now.
I don't know.
That's awful.
But
Yeah.
I don't think it's confirmed.
Oh,
with
so this is
criticism.
like a rumor.
Yes. So like
And this is why you never tell your significant others you're basing a character off of
Yes.
them.
So like
No,
I
for
think
real.
it is confirmed that
Until you're done.
Yotsuba is based off of the
wife.
Yes. And then I think people are like,
Extrapolating.
yes.
Gotcha.
Okay, well then that's why she must be picked
Must have
because
been
it doesn't
picked
make
over
sense.
the other girls.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So I think that's what it is. I could be wrong on that, and maybe it literally is said, and he was like, "Well, I had to." Like,
Right.
I don't
wonder.
know.
I wonder. You know how like when you get like physical manga, they always have like the little
Fun facts.
like
Yeah.
artist notes
Yeah.
where they'll be like, "Oh, I did this, blah
Yeah.
blah blah." Right. So maybe
Uh-huh.
in one of them, he's like, "I had to do it. It was my
I'm
wife.
so sorry. Yeah. But so
I
That's
want to
crazy.
stay married."
yeah, but I think it's more the first one.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
You know, like
There's
Yotsuba-
speculation.
Yes, Yotsuba is based off of her, and then people are like, "Well, he
Right.
changed it, and that's why it's Yotsuba." Like,
Right.
so because
That's
again,
crazy.
it doesn't make sense. But
Never base it off people, or if you do, don't tell
nor
them.
here nor there.
Yeah.
After that,
Gurren Lagann.
which I still think is fantastic.
fucking
At least
banger.
Anthony agreed with me. I
Yes.
mean, you gave it a 7.5, so
It's
I'll
fine.
take the win. but-
Like
Yeah,
I
shit
think
rips.
my still
I
to
knew
this
you weren't
day,
gonna
my
like it.
biggest problem with Gurren Lagann, like the second half kind of goes a little too off the rails for me, and that I
that's
just
why I love it.
like
Boy, howdy does it.
the overall style for the show I don't personally love. So like after a while, I'm like, I am sick of looking at this.
I love it. So I just I
It might have just been too early for me.
maybe.
Because
Maybe if you watch it now, you would like
because
it
I rated
more.
Code Geass like much higher. You know.
Right,
And it's
So, like-
way less thinking than Code Geass.
So like
Yeah,
exactly.
that's true.
This is an unga
So,
bunga anime. It really is.
100%.
Maybe that's why I liked Code Geass more.
Because it's more like
Yes,
intricate
it's
detail.
more character, like
Well, but
But you've
development
never
and-
gotten into Gundam.
Yeah.
We never
No, but I'm just saying.
But
like,
I'm not
saying
gonna
in
rewatch it just to
I
find
was
out.
because
So
I
I'm
was
saying in general.
we never got around to me being able to pick Iron Blooded Orphans.
Yeah,
because
I
we
feel
were gonna
like
figure
you
find
would've
out if we
liked
were gonna like
that.
that or not.
Yeah, if you
Um,
like Code Geass, I think you would have liked it.
But
The
I
funny episode where you're talking about the spin-off of Code Geass, like where the two of you
Oh.
are just talking, and I'm just asking questions about
Yeah.
it. It's like my favorite episode that we've done because you said like it's not that many episodes of a show, but I feel like we've been talking about 4 fucking seasons. Like, that's the
it was
craziest
literally
fucking
what
episode.
12 episodes
Yeah.
or 24.
No,
The amount
12.
Yeah,
of-
because
the
it was
amount
half
of
the
plot that you're talking about. I'm
But
like,
it was
what the hell is
12
happening?
episodes, and they were like, "All right, we got 12 episodes. We got to get this
Yes,
shit done."
yes.
Which I think
Yeah.
I explained it to you once when I finished watching it, where I was like, I know you didn't watch Code Geass with us, but like Code Geass is a 50 episode show. 2 seasons, 25. This show tries to do the whole 50 episode span in 12 episodes.
Basically.
And it
So what is it, like
rehashes
a
the
remake?
story too. No,
No,
it's a
'cause
sequel.
It's a sequel,
And they retread half the shit
but
that happens in the first
It's weird
one.
because it's a sequel in terms of like timeline and canon, but the story that they're telling on paper is just an abridged version of Code Geass, just with different characters.
Yep. Like the beginning of this, like Code Geass is about like the Japanese people being reduced to a number and being essentially like
And getting occupied.
yeah, and being occupied, and then the story is about them like finding their freedom and et cetera, et
And
cetera, et cetera.
rebelling and like
Yeah.
growing a resistance
And then
with giant robots.
and so like they succeed.
the way to do it.
Spoilers,
Yeah.
as shows happen to do. The people win. And then this show goes, anyway, here's Japan. They're now a number district. They're back to being numbers. They're all subjugated, and
So just everything gets undone.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's
so
no
it's just
there's no like concrete of like when this is taking place. You just know it's after the original, but they did zero work to update the character models from characters that were in the original show.
So they all look the
look
exact same.
exactly the same.
so it looks like this happened like 6
2
months
days later. Yeah.
Like, and it's literally the exact same plot where they're like, we are not going to be numbers.
And-
We're going to be
and-
better. We're going to be our own
And
people.
it's so funny too because at the end of Code Geass they were like, all right, using the Damocles was a mistake. Like that was way too much power. Like no person should have this. And then in this show they're like, no, we're so back, baby. Damocles, nuke it up.
Yeah, like they basically just went, anyway, we're just going to do it all again, but this time instead of 50 episodes, 12.
Yeah, speed run that shit.
And so it's terrible.
It's like it's like the first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones. That pacing, that's Code Geass seasons 1 and 2, and then the last season of Game of Thrones, that's this show.
Oof.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the equivalent.
I did also watch the movies of Gurren Lagann for the first time.
Oh yeah, I didn't even
recently.
know they had movies.
Yeah, well, they're abridged. Like they're the recap kind of
Oh,
movies.
gotcha.
And because they just did an English dub of them, and they
Gotcha.
released it, so I bought them. And they add some stuff like some lore things and,
Mm-hmm.
and different things, and
Structure it so it makes sense as a movie. I
yeah.
assume.
And I will say they are good. They're not as good as the show. But they do add some nice things. Like Nia kind of gets like her own little like more of an arc and like has more of a hand in helping in the final battle and stuff, which was nice. She actually gets her own mech.
Yeah.
Which has a pretty good design. But like, so they add some like character beats and story stuff and whatnot. But I wouldn't recommend them like over the show. But they are nice, and the animation is fucking phenomenal.
I was gonna say, did they like
Oh, yeah.
redo everything, or they just remastered?
Some of it they definitely just remastered because they show part of it where it's still the terrible animation of episode 5.
LOL.
What like when they did the big transformation that spent all their budget, and the next episode is just fucking terrible.
Yeah.
They still show that. So some of it was definitely just remastered, but they like for the bigger moments, it seems like they kind of touched up stuff.
Right, redid it.
And the final battle, they definitely add a bunch of stuff. But yeah, just wanted to throw that in there. Anyway, after Gurren Lagann, we have Only Yesterday, Anthony's favorite thing ever.
I don't remember this at
Oh,
all.
it's my favorite Studio Ghibli movie for sure.
Yeah.
Which one's this?
It was like a super quaint movie about this woman who like goes back to her hometown from the city. Right? It was her hometown.
No. She goes and works
It's
at
like
a farm.
her. It's her ramp. No, it's
she
her
just
mom's
works at
like
a farm.
sister, cousin.
She's related to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't just go there
Yeah,
for
she's
fun.
really-
I thought that she was going there and working on a farm every summer, and she started doing it like during school, and then kept going back. I
No,
didn't
she
think
know
went
were
once
related.
as a child and then moved back, got a job, lived in the city, and then goes back.
Oh, I forgot that she was related to them, I guess.
Yeah, she's related to them.
Some,
no,
like-
wait, isn't it? I think it's her sister's husband's family.
It's some
Yeah, I was
distant
like, I don't think
family.
she is
Something like that.
related to them. I think
Not-
she's-
they're
not
related
maybe
in
blood,
some way.
but
Not yeah.
like a distant family member. But anyway,
Kinda.
yeah. So
Yeah,
she
yeah.
goes and she's on the farm, and it's the whole movie is basically just like
It's two people talking.
yeah,
pretty much the whole
it's
movie.
It's her trying to like figure out what she wants to do with her life.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
action.
I literally can't remember this for like I can't even picture it. Like I
You gave it a 7, but said to skip it, so I'm not really.
So
surprised.
yeah, I'd never heard of this movie,
so my
but
brain just
Yeah,
I'd never heard
dumped it right out.
yeah.
I'd never heard. This is like a lesser known Ghibli movie,
Oh, okay.
but like
Yeah.
I'd never heard of this
Yeah, because
movie.
it's not made by Miyazaki.
No, it's a Takahata movie, but I'd never heard of this movie until we started doing the podcast, and I was like researching stuff to like do. And I think like a few months before we were gonna record the episode, they released it. Like first of all, it came out here in the United States for the first time ever, because this movie was made in like 1994. And then they were doing an English dub of the whole thing with Daisy Ridley and
Oh
Dev
yes,
Patel.
yes.
So that was the version that was available, I think, on Max, wherever it was. Yeah, I mean, I watched it and I was like, this is just fucking incredible. And then I watched it like I think like 8 times over the course of like 2
my
months.
God.
I don't know, man. I like something about it. Just like
It really stuck with you.
It like
It's a very you
I
show
related a
movie.
You want the
first of all, I
substance.
related a lot to it. I think like there was a lot of I saw myself in her a lot, and then like I don't know. I feel like it's just like such an empathetic movie too. Like all of the characters are just like shades of like I don't know. Just like it's such a, like a pure way of living and stuff. The voice acting is really great. The music's amazing. The animation's beautiful. I mean, it's a Ghibli movie. Like, what do you expect?
Well, unless you're fucking Mary and the Worms, whatever the fuck that movie's called.
Oh,
yeah,
earworm in the wig
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that.
Unless
Yeah.
you're that movie, in which case you're not pretty at all.
But that's
Nah, it's a-
3D, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's an ugly
Right.
ass movie.
It's so ugly.
The Ghibli style really does not transition into 3D.
No, not at all.
Sure
and
doesn't.
I think it's okay to not.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, that's why. Yeah, no, absolutely not.
I think they learned their lesson. They were like, "Ooh, let's
Yeah.
not do that again."
And Miyazaki was like, "All right, I gotta lock."
Well, I
in."
was gonna say that was by his son too, right?
that was his son.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
Who's
has
made 2D? Who's made? I think 3 2D animated.
he made
movies.
didn't he make the Earth and
He
Sun
made
one?
Tales from Earthsea, and he made From Up on Poppy Hill.
Which
also.
I like Up on Poppy Hill.
Up on Poppy Hill is pretty good.
And-
Tales from Earthsea is dog shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the son, like the movies he's made, have been bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
literally,
Miyazaki
the,
does not like
the
his
first.
son.
Yeah, the first one that he
Well,
made,
I wouldn't
Miyazaki
like my
was like,
son either.
the first one he made, Miyazaki was like, well, it's good he made one. Now he can never do it again.
Oh no.
One and done.
Yeah, I was like, he
baby.
should stop there.
He's like, you could do better.
He left the theater.
Yeah, it's bad.
You
He was like,
imagine?
he was out in like the lobby, like smoking a cigarette, and like reporters walked up to him, were like, "What do you think about it?" And he's like, "Well, I'm
It's a
glad
movie.
good thing he made one, so we could stop there."
Oh my God, that's
Yeah, it's
so
brutal.
fucked
It's
up.
absolutely brutal.
That is brutal. Holy shit. But also, I feel like if you're the son, like
Oh, you
those
have a lot
are
to live up to.
extremely large shoes to fill.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't help that your
But then
dad
to
keeps
hear
shitting
that,
on you.
yeah.
Oh, but like if you're the dad, like he's probably like, this boy's gonna taint my
I think
legacy.
I'm not
Yeah.
like defending Miyazaki here by any chance because that is like really shitty thing to do to your son. But I remember reading somewhere, I could be totally talking on my ass, and I think he wanted to keep his son like out of the animation business.
I think
like,
that's true.
Yeah, he did.
because that shit. Oh, it is right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Because
that's
that
true.
shit like ruined his life. Like it is like the most stressful fucking thing in the world, and he's like, I don't want to put my kid through that. But then his son was like, "Fuck you, Dad. I'm going to do it anyway." And he's like, "All right, well."
I want to be stressed out, but for like no reason.
No,
Because
yeah, I
the
don't
fruits
envy
of
the
his
people.
labor are not very right.
Again, I still
I
think
don't
Up on
envy the
Poppy
people
Hill
that work
is
at Ghibli,
fine.
to be
No,
honest.
no, me neither.
Because it's just like Jesus Christ, that is a fucking hard job to do.
For real.
But yeah, no, I love this game.
This
I
game.
love this movie so much.
This game of life.
I was
that
gonna
show-
say.
that movie is.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know. I love this movie. It's just a nice little slice of life, and I relate very deeply to it.
Followed by
that's
another
great.
slice of life show that Sage picked.
Oh my god,
Banana Fish?
Yeah,
Holy
totally. The
shit.
gay slice of life.
Holy shit.
Nothing weird happens to that show that's not normal.
That's a crazy fucking show.
That show is so good.
I remember, I think it was you that told me
Pain.
that they give like tours around New York City for like the various places that like the characters go to. Was that you that was telling me that, or was
no,
that
I
you?
don't think so. Maybe
Somebody told me that.
That sounds like a Sage
Maybe
fact.
that I was gonna say maybe that's something I saw one time, but
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Apparently,
now.
they give tours that are like, you know how you like get like headphones and like translates for you. Apparently, the voices are the people that did the Japanese voice
That's
acting
so cool.
for the anime
I love that.
that do the tour.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it's cool.
But yeah, this
Banana
show
Fish
was
rocks.
absolute banger.
Yeah, that show's
absolute
amazing.
banger. So good.
Yeah, there was. It was only for a short period of time though.
Oh, rip.
What?
The tour.
sightseeing
Oh,
tour.
the tour. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was in 2019 apparently.
Oh wow, that's way more recent than I thought it was. Didn't
Yeah.
this come out in like 2011?
Banana
Like,
Fish? No.
When did it come out?
2018?
Oh really?
Wait, one sec, hold on.
The original manga came out quite a while ago, though.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
But
Also, I did look it up.
The show is much newer.
The show is 2018.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
So, then I guess it ended, and then they were like, we'll do a tour.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was pretty popular, like when it was on, but it was in streaming jail on Amazon Prime.
That sounds right. Oh, was it on strike?
No, it wasn't on strike. It was just through
Oh, okay.
Prime Video.
I was gonna say, was it one of those shows that got stuck in Amazon strike?
No, thank God. But
That fucking terrible anime service they started and then
yeah,
fucking
and they
collapsed
immediately were like, "JK."
yeah, because it was essentially like
I feel like that
it was
lasted, like,
another paywall
Yeah,
to get
but
to
only
it.
to watch anime.
Fucking
Yeah.
Amazon.
And then when it
everybody-
died, it like kept a bunch of shows in like limbo because they couldn't get out of it.
Wow.
Yeah, because they had all like the distribution rights, but then the app or streaming service died, and then Amazon was like, "We'll just hold on to those."
And not put them ananywhere.
Bro.
A bunch of shows that
Instead
people
of like
love got stuck
renegotiating
in.
with
Yeah.
other companies
Yeah.
to be
To
like,
give it
"All
to
right,
them.
fine, we'll sell it to you," kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Bastards.
Yeah, I
Probably
think
thought if they held on to it, it'd be worth more.
I think Recreators, which I've never watched, I think because that's a show that like there's like a huge fan base that loves that show. Like it's like a lot of people's like favorite anime of all time kind of show. And apparently that one also was one of the shows that got stuck in strike. And they just couldn't release it, and people are sitting there like, "What the fuck? Like, let us
Yeah.
watch this show." Which I think because I think it needed like a second season to finish the thing because it was in jail for so long they didn't get numbers, and so they didn't get anything out of it.
Fucking bullshit.
That
I think
sucks.
I might be misremembering with another
If I
show.
was a
but
fan, I would be pissed.
I'd be really mad.
yeah. But yeah, Banana Fish. I mean, yeah, I remember really enjoying that show. I remember it
bangs.
was very good.
So good.
And then
ReZero.
we lose
season
Anthony
1.
here.
But
Wait, didn't we do a race on this show?
yeah. Oh no, I don't think that was on air though.
Yeah.
Oh, was it not?
That was.
Yeah.
I think we did. Did we do a full cycle before we
Yeah, I
started the
think so.
podcast?
Oh, of like test episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we had so much stuff to like get.
Because we kept having
Set up.
issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Alright, never mind.
rewatched Erased recently though. Still holds up.
It's
So
incredible.
Oh yeah,
good.
it's
Incredible
absolute
so
show.
banger.
fucking good.
You know, if anything, what I'll miss about the podcast is that it got me back to going back to old shows because I never rewatch shit.
It sounds like a you problem.
Well, because I'm like I can watch a new thing, but like this
Okay,
made
well,
me
you
watch
could,
old stuff.
You,
so,
you
I
could
mean,
watch
there's
old
that.
stuff
You know
too.
what else I have been rewatching? Death Parade. Also such a good show.
Oh, he just
Love
recommended
Death
that to me.
Parade. I
watch
think you'd
it.
love it, dude.
All right.
So
Yeah, I
good.
gotta watch it. I gotta watch JJK season 2
I
first. and then
want
I'll
you
watch
to
that.
know season 1 of ReZero still pisses me off. Like
is that
I'm
where I'm
still
Hey,
mad about it.
I love ReZero.
I
I know.
forgot you gave it a 6.
Yeah,
I love
a
ReZero.
justified
It's
6.
not justified.
A justified six.
Justified.
I'm sorry, it's
That's
true.
crazy.
Justified 6.
Oh, you and Kat traded 6s.
We did because then in
then
Trigun
Trigun
she
came.
gave it a 6 and a skip. Which
Trigun
like-
fucking bangs. Whatever.
No,
Doesn't
Trigun
surprise
fucking
me.
pissed me off.
Trigun bangs.
No.
Trigun is so good.
Fucking pissed me off.
It's so good. You give it a 7.
I know, but you know what? I like the concepts for Trigun, but like the overall viewing experience, I was like, all right, I'm over it now.
I think you might like the newer one then.
I feel like I won't because I'm gonna dislike that
They removed
visuals
Millie.
even more.
No, well, again, I still think she's showing up at season 2. But no, I'm telling you, as a preeminent hater of 3D animation, it is really pretty.
and I'm not even a 3D hater.
But my point
But-
is that as a hater of 3D, it was gorgeous.
Okay.
Like it was really good.
Okay.
So I mean, I feel like that's me trying to say, like I fucking hate 3D animation. If it could not exist, great. But it's good. The one of the few times I'm like, okay, fuck it. You know what? You made it work. So I'm not mad about it. I mean, I would prefer it being 2D, but like
Right.
if I can't get that, this is best case scenario.
Yeah.
So Trigun still whips, whatever. And then there's JJK and the movie.
I can contribute to this.
Yeah,
I've seen those.
Yeah.
Love it.
Bangers.
So good.
Yep.
Yeah, JJK is awesome.
Yeah.
It really is. It's potato chips television, and I fucking love it.
Is-
and all the characters rock.
Is
Yeah.
I love
season
them.
3 out yet?
No.
No,
right?
I think it's supposed to come out next year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, word. Hell yeah.
Like, because I was like, wait, I don't remember seeing any kind of.
I wonder if
season
they're gonna
3, and I
split it
wanted
again.
Though to
I hope they
complain about TikTok, I've gotten so many fucking spoilers for that. Like I already know, and it pisses me
Oh,
the
wait, you
fuck
know?
off.
No, don't say anything.
No, I know.
I don't want to know.
I
After this, you message me what you know because I'm
Does
curious.
she know?
Okay, I
Does she know?
I will.
Because I've read it, so
Yeah,
she knows.
I will message you all that I know because I know multiple fucking things.
I
because
need to know
at
if
multiple points, like things keep getting
Awful.
spoiled.
I just need to know if
At
I can
different
laugh or
things.
not.
See-
But the things that keep like pissing me off is one, no spoiler warnings because like I'm just getting spoiled.
Because it's TikTok. People aren't considerate on there.
But then also that in the comments,
Spoilers in the comments?
No. Nobody. Well, there is spoilers in the comments, but also nobody's fucking mad. Nobody's like commenting, being like, "No fucking spoiler warning." Like you're just gonna fucking do that. Like nobody.
Okay, wait.
I feel
Let-
like most people
wait,
that
wait.
are on the TikTok to
Nobody-
get
hold
those
on,
spoilers
hold
are going to
on,
be
hold
the
on.
people that
Yeah.
know about it.
Are the people who are commenting like saying, "Oh, I didn't know this happens," or
No, they're
or
just like contributing to it. Like
or
just,
they're
like,
also spoiling?
yes.
Okay, but if
Oh,
the
so-
video
so-
itself spoils, why would you look at the comments? They're going
Because-
to
So
spoil,
everyone
obviously.
is-
I'm-
douche in this example.
So since I'm already spoiled, I wanted to then have like, because I don't comment on things. Like I'm not gonna be like,
She
fuck
wanted
you,
to
I hate
feel.
you.
She wanted to feel the same.
I
Somebody
wanted-
else being like, "Why
I
wouldn't you
wanted
put
someone
anything?"
to be my white knight and
Yes,
to comment
yes.
being like, fuck you.
Yeah, like,
I
put-
can't believe that you spoiled this.
Put a spoiler warning at
Yes,
the beginning,
yes.
like common
Thank you.
courtesy.
This is-
That's
yes,
what she
that's
wanted
exactly
out of
what
the
I
comment
wanted.
section.
I'm really
and she didn't
curious
get it.
if,
Exactly what I
if some of the...
wanted.
I'm the same.
I'm
I
really-
am the
Because
same.
I will never comment on somebody's
No,
fucking
absolutely
video.
not.
No, like no matter how fucking angry
I have
am,
to
I'm
really
not
like
doing
something
that.
to even like something.
Yes, exactly. Same. And like, or if I like desperately want to know where something's from,
Yeah.
I'll muster up the courage to be like, where did you get this?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm
No,
really curious if
absolutely,
any of the spoilers you've
absolutely.
gotten are like the ones that I've seen where it's like certain edits of things, and I'm like, ha, nice, and I'll like it because it's good.
But
Nah, I'm a
also,
lurker.
Now that I've gotten these spoilers that I know, there's like edits and stuff that I'll see that are like little tiny things that are. Now I'm like, I fucking get that now, and I'm like, fuck you, because there are things that they have.
See,
that,
this is why I'm not on TikTok.
But so if I didn't know that, so I'm sure I've seen more
I'm
like
sure you
in
have.
the past, but I just didn't.
You
because
didn't
I
know they were
the-
spoilers at the
I didn't know
time.
the exact thing
Right.
to that, and I'm like, go fuck yourself, like. Seriously,
I
like,
feel you. I
It
feel
just
you.
makes me like so angry, but it makes me angrier that nobody fucking cares.
Yeah.
that nobody has said anything of just like, why wouldn't you put a spoiler warning? Because it's not stuff that was in the show. Like it's stuff that has not come out. Like
Manga gang.
So,
like-
so usually if I'm like watching a show that's like airing weekly, I'll go after I've watched the
But it's
episode.
not even
I'll,
that.
wait,
It's
I'll go
supposed to be
on
next
Twitter to
season.
see what people's reactions are to
Yeah.
like the episode that came out. But you cannot trust these people. They
'Cause
will
they'll say things
literally
that are
put
further.
spoilers right away. Even like if you did not watch that full episode and you just go to be like, ooh, what's happening? Like what's trending?
live.
You're
That's,
gonna.
that's why, like, literally, like, yesterday with the Daredevil, I forgot that it came out yesterday. So I was like, all right, not opening Twitter until the morning
Yeah.
when I go and watch the show.
But, like,
and then literally, I finished watching the show, opened my Twitter. It was still on the exact tweet I was at, like, when I last
Yeah.
opened it.
But, like-
Scrolled 2 up, and there was a spoiler. And I was like, woo!
saved yourself.
But at least like Twitter kind of makes sense, you know, because
I don't know. I mean, I see spoilers on stuff on TikTok all the time, but it's usually shows that I've already read. So it's not like...
I don't know. I'm assuming you
Shows
probably
you've
like
already
follow things that are
Yeah.
like, and
Yeah.
you follow stuff,
I know what you mean, but like it sounded funny.
or are they randomly coming up? Do you follow?
You know,
that kind of stuff?
everything's on my For You.
Oh, okay.
I don't go to my following page.
Because I was gonna say for like TikTok, random. Like I've never like to her point of like I don't like stuff, so like
All right.
just random ass stuff and just random ass fucking spoilers and just
All
like
right.
fuck you.
That's the lurker's lifestyle.
Yeah, literally. It's just ruining my life.
Movie also bangs though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie does
Fantastic.
also bang.
Correct.
I just saw someone say that the best way to watch JJK is watch season 1, watch up to episode 5 in season 2, then do the movie, and then continue the
that
show.
makes sense though. I feel like that's the
Because
most...
it kind of continues the arcs that you're getting.
right.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting because they were making the case that seeing it between season 1 and 2, which was when it was released, was actually the worst way to watch it.
I mean,
And I don't know if I agree.
I
but
rewatched it like that before we did Anime Club, and I was fine. Like it.
I was
it
gonna say
worked.
I don't.
no, I mean, look. I'm
Like
not
for
saying I
someone
agree,
to be
but
like, that's the worst way to watch. Like,
I mean,
it was
to be fair,
A-okay.
because it was a reviewer I was watching. He wasn't
Yeah.
phrasing it like this is the fucking worst. It was he was just like, I think in the way that the stories are told. He was like, I think that this is a worse experience than watching it
I think
in
that makes sense.
way.
But I was also watching it literally like right in a row.
Yeah.
So like watching it 2 hours before didn't do anything to me.
Yeah, well, it's also because he originally reviewed the movie back when it came out without having watched any of the material. Because, I mean, it was a prequel.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah, and he was bringing up the point that he's like, it is still good on its own. But without knowing some of the backstory, it makes some of the stuff weaker in the movie than it would be if you had the context.
Yes.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, I felt
Yes.
I was able to follow.
No, I
everything
mean, I
through.
agree.
No.
But he's just saying that it would
No, I
bolster
get
the
it.
Yeah.
movie.
overall
Yes.
experience.
Yeah.
But-
I do agree.
With that, since we're slightly running out of time.
Oh, yes.
Let's just kind of quick fire. Chivalry of Failed Knight, terrible.
Terrible. Awful.
Absolute dog
I-
shit.
Could be.
Never said it was good. Okay.
You gave it a 7.
7's not bad.
Dog shit movie.
Seven's
Awful.
pretty
It was
fun.
Awful.
Dog shit show.
This was one of the first shows that I watched. I was already running out of things to like say, and that was just before we were doing stuff that like we had already watched, and I was just like,
I guess that's fair.
and I was just like, I
All
want
right,
to
you
suggest
get this one.
I was like, I want to suggest something that you guys haven't seen, so I was just like, this one, have this one. Like,
I would. No, I was about to say I'd watch Handshakers over it again.
no,
but
you
not so
wouldn't.
true.
It wasn't that bad.
It's fucking terrible though. Certain Scientific Railgun, one of my favorite random fandoms of show that like nobody else really with that unless you're really into anime. Watches.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. And I still stand by literally every version of that show is great. All the Certain series is fantastic.
You gave it a 7 though.
Yeah, because
It's the weakest of.
Yes.
The,
I was gonna say it's the
I
weakest
still like
of the bunch.
like I still love it like it because I like the characters and everything, but like it is objectively the weakest.
I think
We just
season
had to
2 was
start with
was
it.
better for sure.
Yeah, because starting with it made more sense.
Yeah.
And I think I also did that because that's how I started it. Was that show, and then went. I thought this was interesting.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna watch more, and then I
Expanded. Gotcha.
Which is why I don't think I did it in the watch order because I wanted you guys to experience it the way I did.
Right. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Um,
Trinity Blood.
fucking
5
terrible.
and skips across the board.
Brutal.
Just so you know, Trinity Blood is like an early 2000s anime primarily about vampires, and it's really, really bad, but it's also incredible, and it really informed me as a person because I watched that as a kid, and I was like, this aesthetic, I get it.
Yeah, it's real. That's real.
It's
actually.
but watching it now as an adult, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
woof.
my god, woof.
My God.
Like the aesthetic and like the character designs still top tier.
No.
The show awful.
And
Hold on,
then
what's it
right
called?
after,
Trinity Blood?
I
Yeah.
suggested a much better vampire show.
She did.
Beautiful.
Call
You
of the
did.
Night. Great
Beautiful.
show. Great show.
Beautiful show, and it's getting a second season.
Yep.
Is
coming
it?
Out.
Oh yeah, I think I saw.
Coming out.
I saw that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's such
Can't
a good
wait.
show.
Yeah. And then Certain Scientific Railgun season 2, which I forget if we asked if you would have recommended the first season after watching the second, because literally it was one of the things
I mean,
that you
I
said you would change depending on the second
I
season.
said 8 and watch.
So I'm gonna guess
go
yes.
yes.
Also, I like that. I just said that season 2 was better, but I still gave it a 7.
I think you did also say that in the episode yourself too, where you're like, I think this is better, but it's still a 7.
Yeah, that's accurate though. I think in part though, there's like structural retooling, at least for my preferences, that I think would need to happen for it to be bumped up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I think the overall concept and the delivery is good, but there's potential to be like amazing.
Yeah, because I also remember why I started with Railgun A, because that was the way I watched it, but B because it was if it was watch order, it would have been Magical Index,
Right.
And it also tells the season 2 story from the other point of view,
Right.
But I think it is a stronger arc when you watch it from Railgun's point of view.
Yeah, because
than
it makes
is in
more
Nexus.
more emotional impact.
Well, yeah, but you either get Makoto's emotional impact, or you get I'm forgetting what his name is. Or you get the guy the guy's emotional impact.
Yeah,
Because
I know what
yeah.
you mean. Yeah.
So it's just two sides of a different coin, but
This is sage coded. Like
It's insanely sage coded.
let's be so fucking
Oh
real.
yeah, we're being fucking for real right now.
and you gave it a 5.
And a skip.
I can like
And a skip.
like I can like things for the aesthetic.
and not
Like I can
recommend it.
still recognize
But
if
not like the
something is
content.
shit. Like
Then One Punch Man,
yeah,
Slams. One Punch Man rules.
awesome.
So good.
Love
Great
it so
show.
much. Can't believe season 2 fucking sucked. It's not on
So-
the animation studio though.
I'm so glad I didn't watch season 2.
Well, maybe season 3 will be better.
I didn't watch season 2 either.
It's.
just
I
watched
think.
season
I think it's also one of those shows that got picked up by Mappa.
God
God
damn it!
Fucking,
Yeah.
those
I
poor
feel
people.
like
Yeah.
Mappa needs to have like a
Stop.
a stop order put in place, being like no more productions
That
until
ended
you
when the guy that made the company left.
just awful.
ReZero season 2,
Amazing.
also great. You gave it a 7, so I mean it stepped up for you.
No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, it was a step up. It was less overall frustrating for me
And
to
then
watch.
Anohana, one of those shows again where
So
Cat's
good.
wrong.
Yeah, an
I
8.
gave it an 8.
It's wrong. Yeah,
That is
that
wrong.
show
You
is
liked
a
it.
10.
What?
That
I
show's
did
a 10.
like it. I liked it.
That
Have
show's
you
a
watched
10.
Don't need to be.
If you
Why are
haven't
you
watched
so
it, watch
mean to me?
it, and then let me know if you think it's an 8.
What's it about?
You would also love
I
it.
can't
It's
tell
like,
you.
yeah,
Okay.
actually,
watch
explicitly
it.
can't.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I liked it.
to describe
I
it is
liked
to
it.
spoil.
I
So
gotcha.
Yeah.
You would. I think you would love it though.
just
Okay.
understand it's really good. The animation looks great, and like it's a
Is it like an
more
action?
grounded.
No, it's
story.
a slice of life.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A more personal, emotional story.
Yes,
I
very
think you
personal and
would love
emotional.
it.
Imagine kind of like Only Yesterday, but with teenagers
And more depression.
and thinking about their childhood, but as a teenager.
Oh, that sounds infuriating. But okay. Oh,
No, it's
I'll watch
actually good.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll give it a
the
shot.
I
teenagers-
described it, so just
For,
watch
the
it.
I'll give it a
teenagers
shot.
are not insufferable shitbags, so
Oh,
it's fine.
That helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll check
If
it
they
out. I'll check
were,
it out.
this would be a way worse show.
Yeah, 100%. Anyway, Anohana, fantastic.
Yeah. Blue Lock.
Blue Lock.
Have you seen what like
Yep.
the
Yep.
season 2?
Yep. The slideshow. Yep. Yeah.
Although
It's so bad.
I did hear that show when it kicks off in that season, like the animation does.
I don't know. I don't think it's
I don't
worth it.
think I can
I don't-
withstand
I don't
the,
think it's
like,
worth it.
I haven't watched
Sliding
it yet either,
graphics
No.
is it's just awful.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Then
Nana.
Nana.
Amazing.
Nana.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So is that the
Amazing.
movie? Is that that's like the one about like the punk singer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
And
I've
her-
heard
Please
that
watch
that's
it.
like
You-
amazing.
Please watch it. It is phenomenal.
It's some guy I follow on Twitter who I really dig is like that's like one of his like favorite like manga ever.
It is
I was gonna say I
amazing.
think the manga is a little better than the
Well,
anime,
yeah,
but
because it also goes into
right,
much more.
But
it also is unfinished.
yeah,
So
Oh, that sucks.
it's on
Yes.
a like forever hiatus. So
Yes.
Oh,
It's like
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter.
so the
Yeah.
so the
But
anime
that's
doesn't
what's
like
becoming
end.
better.
Yeah, well, it technically
anime doesn't
comes
have an
back
ending?
like one chapter every 7 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it does, but like
What was the question?
he asked
anime
if the
doesn't
anime
have
has
an
an ending.
Technically,
Yeah.
Yeah,
in the same way that fucking wow, I am spacing on the fucking name.
You gotta give us something.
I
yeah,
know,
anything is helpful.
Yusuke Urameshi fucking.
Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Thank you.
I was like,
how do you got this? Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho in the same way that like the show gives
has
it an ending.
but it's not the ending.
Yeah, because
Like,
like
the
there was
show
more. There was more like after it, but
Yeah.
like it was like starting something and it never gets finished. So they're like, okay, we're gonna not start the thing. We're just kind of gonna wrap it up in a way that like is kind of an ending, but it's
It's not the canon ending.
It's
Yeah.
an open-ended
Yeah.
ending.
yeah.
And
You feel unsatisfied.
yes.
Oh, okay.
It's like
and
this is one of those anime where it's like when
It hurts.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
people
It
used
hurts.
to when people used to like it used to be such a thing back in the day where it was like, oh, here's a great anime. It's not done and it'll never be done, so just be aware of that.
Yeah.
it's one of
like,
those
I'm
old
warning
shows.
you, it hurts, but it is phenomenal.
yeah, it's worth
Thank
it.
God that doesn't happen as often nowadays.
Yeah.
So, I
Or we get
recommend it.
finished projects nowadays. Thank
Yeah.
God.
You should watch it.
Okay.
Bochi the Rock,
So good.
phenomenal. Getting that second
So
season.
glad for season 2 coming out.
Yes, I can't wait.
So excited.
March comes in like a lion. It was fine.
Yeah, it was good.
I feel honestly because the way this show was pitched to me is that it was like your lie in April. So I was like, cool. that show is fucking amazing. So I was expecting that same overall quality. So I feel like
Boy, wasn't it?
maybe because I was going in with such high expectations, I felt like very let down.
I was like,
even
the
though the
opposite.
show is
I didn't
not
have much expectations
bad,
at all, and
but
I was
it's
like,
not
yeah, that's fine. That was good.
as phenomenal. You know what I mean?
I got so bored.
You still gave it a
I
7.
know, but like I got bored a lot of times.
Because I felt like they had good moments.
Yeah,
So
the moment I
yeah.
think I remember the moments being what kept it at a 7
Yeah.
because the moments were really, really good.
Yeah.
There was just in between those moments were valleys.
Yeah. What's the game called? I'm like blinking.
Shogi.
Yeah. Like when they were doing that, I'm like, oh.
I think those were the
please.
moments I liked more.
No.
Same.
Yeah.
That's not the moments I liked. And I was like,
I know that seems really boring, but it's
no,
fun.
yeah, because that was like the point of the show. Was,
Yeah.
No, that was not.
Anyway,
not it for me.
Kaguya-sama Kiss.
Kami-sama
Kami-sama
Kiss.
list, whatever. Hate
Amazing.
it. Not
I
good.
can't believe you hate
That's
it.
another romance one.
Yeah.
It's just like.
But this one I would say is closer to a romantic comedy.
Yeah, it is.
Like
So
this,
you'll
I
probably
would
like that
label
one.
romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Also, I'm looking through the rest of this. Didn't we do
Shenanigans.
Genocyber?
No,
No,
not
that
for
was
anime.
that was
like
that was a special episode.
Yeah.
We didn't do
Oh.
it. We
That
didn't do
wasn't like
an
an
anime.
anime
okay.
Because I was
club
like, I don't know
proper.
what that is.
Gotcha.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't need to.
Okay.
Yeah, it sucks.
You watched it what 3? What have you
Me,
watched it
I
3
watched it
times?
4 times.
4 times.
And I think I watched it twice because the first time I watched it through, I was once like the credits rolled on the final episode. I was like, wait a second.
What happened?
What did I
Yeah,
just
sounds about
watch?
right.
Like I felt like I didn't comprehend a single thing
Nope.
because I was watching it just to like have that first time experience.
Sage, neither does the show.
The second time when I was trying to take notes, like while I was watching it, to be like, let me see if maybe like collecting my thoughts helps me along. Halfway through my notes, I was like, I still don't know what's going on. I am still lost. Like,
Imagine throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks.
I said
But
because
for
you
the
watched it
whole
4
thing.
times.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched it 4 times.
That's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Twice for the bit, once for this, and then I don't remember the other.
I will. Following that though, I will always count it as a victory that I got a 9 out of Cat for One Piece.
Yeah.
I will. That is my victory of this entire podcast is getting you A to watch One Piece and B to think it was a 9.
I mean, that opening is good. My only
fantastic.
problem with it is like the first, I would say like 12 episodes, just a hair slow, but I get it. Like that was the environment of anime coming out.
Yeah.
So like that's not their fault.
Yeah.
But if it was coming out like modern day, I think they would definitely speed things along.
Yeah. I'm very interested to see when they release that
Because they're
remake.
doing like a abridged.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they're
Where it's
doing
like
the
200
they're,
episodes.
yeah,
Watching
they're
One
doing
Piece.
the accurate pacing because now they don't have to worry about catching up. So it'll just be like a regular anime where it's like I think 3 or 4 chapters every episode. So it's good just be that.
Oh, instead of like 7 minutes of recaps and then
7
the
minutes of
intro
recaps
and
and
then
then-
show and then like
and then
7 minutes of an
yeah.
ending.
and then a punch that lasts like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still watching that currently.
Oh my god, that sounds
Apparently.
honestly
I'm about to
like
be caught up though.
a rough viewing experience.
Yeah.
I love that. Just yeah,
But I mean,
so matter of
doing
fact.
there's still great moments. I think Alabasta is still my favorite arc out of all of it, but Wano actually is probably a close second. But Alabasta I think is great. That's early One Piece.
I was gonna say that's like the beginning, right?
That's like
The crocodile guy.
yeah. That's like the first like big like event.
I still think
after
he has
Arlong.
one of the best like villain designs. He looks
Oh,
great.
Crocodile's great.
Yeah,
I
love him.
Yeah. Konosuba season 1,
Great.
So good,
fantastic.
so funny.
Uh,
Have you watched that? You should.
Oh, you haven't?
Oh, it's
I
a
thought you had.
really good comedy.
Okay.
Very fun. It's like 4 idiots doing their best.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
For absolute
Sounds right up my
morons.
alley.
Yeah.
Sounds right up
Absolute
my alley.
morons.
Yeah, like they share one brain cell. The
Oh, I
four
love
of
it.
them.
And they
On
lose it
their
most of the
best
time.
day.
yeah, on their best
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Yeah, most of the time they've lost it and they don't know where it
That
is.
sounds right up my alley. 100%.
So funny.
Fruits Basket season 2,
Great.
also great. Carol and Tuesday, Anthony came back for that one.
Fucking love. I was listening to the soundtrack this morning.
I thought
This morning.
I thought I heard it when I was like, or yesterday or something. You were listening to one day, and I was like laying in bed after just waking up, and I'm like,
I've been listening
what
to
does
it
that
all
sound?
this week.
is that Carol and Tuesday?
Yeah.
Because you had to get up
I
for work one day, so I was
Yep.
like, I wasn't up
I
yet.
still
was like,
listen to it. It's still in rotation. I
was like,
fucking
God?
love Carol and Tuesday. I love that show. It's so good.
the music alone.
Oh, it's incredible. Incredible.
Still
Yeah.
didn't want them to win though.
Same.
Whatever.
Love them, didn't want them to win.
Yeah. I'm
Can't
not a
change my
hater.
mind.
I just think that
Can't
was
change my
that
mind.
was the right way to go.
Yeah.
Code Geass,
Seasons 1 and 2, so good.
fantastic. I forget why you have an asterisk with the watch.
Maybe she didn't want to watch season
Upsetty
2.
spaghetti.
Upsetty.
You know, maybe that was it.
yes.
Yeah.
Probably
Oh
that.
yeah.
Another one of those shows where every character Kat liked didn't make it.
Yeah. And then Kat was like, I think at some point in the group chat, she was like, wait, what's good? Like, she was like, here's what I think is going to happen. And I was just like, just you wait. And she's like, why is that a threat?
No, I think I think I just said like who my favorite was.
Oh, yeah.
or
Her
something.
favorite is Yuffie.
And then I think
which
you
is the
said-
right
I-
choice.
Yeah,
Just
no,
you
no.
wait.
But I was like, oh yeah, yeah. And then Sage said, "Just you wait." And I texted Sage separately, going,
That's what it was.
"Sage,
That's what it was.
stop
Yes,
talking."
Yes, that's what
And
it
Mike was like, what about spoilers? I'm like, how is she going to guess that? She's
I'm
never
just
going to
saying,
think
if-
it's
if-
going
if-
in that
if
direction.
you-
Because I
if
think
you
you
go-
guys asked who I like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if
That's
you
what
go,
it
oh
was.
hey, this is a character I like, and someone goes, "Just you wait," what's your first thought?
Something's gonna happen to them.
See?
mine
And
is
that
like-
could be
mine-
anything.
Specifically.
Mine is, oh, they're dead. Like,
Oh yeah,
Because,
no,
like-
I just think something. I just know now that
Yeah.
something is gonna happen. to them.
The trend of this podcast is I cannot be happy.
no, yeah, absolutely.
I know. I was on it for 2 years. I'm well aware.
Anyone that I like, horrible things happen to them. They have the most dreaded fate.
Yeah. Like Kat, when that sequence of events happened, so mad. She was like, "I'm not watching this show."
Like,
What
She had, a
the
whole, she had a
fuck?
whole crash out. Like,
Like,
Literally,
she was
I think
so
I
mad.
stopped watching for like a week and a half.
Yeah, she was like, "I need
was-
to take a break."
I think I told you it had to be postponed.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I was
did.
like, I cannot watch. Like I was just like
so
I
mad.
will not be making it to podcast. This needs to be delayed.
Oh my
LOL.
God.
Because I can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
No, that's real.
You
That's
should-
real as
you
fuck,
should watch
actually.
Code Geass. It's so good.
Okay.
And like this
this
happens.
list.
I mean, I gotta watch more. So yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Because this just happens all the time to anybody
100%.
I pick. And if it's not that they die, because usually that's
it's one of
what
my
happens.
joys is when we're watching a show that I have read, and you go, "Oh man, I love this character," and I know things about characters, and I'm like, "Yes, of course you love that one. I know their fate." And I just sit there and like, I'm sure like if you watch me sometimes in the
feel-
anime clubs or something, I'm just like,
You got to do the ominous. Just you wait.
Oh my god, like that. And
well,
then
no, because now she knows if I
If
think
you
it's
say,
dead.
yeah, that's
but
suspicious.
if it's not that kind of show where like something that bad happens, like when we were watching Haikyuu, like the guy I liked, he gets like benched forever.
Yeah.
Like he just his
Which is the
spot
sports anime equivalent to dying,
his-
really.
His spot gets fucking stolen
Yeah.
by the fucking freshmen, and he's benched for fucking ever. Like, so that's my best boy pick
Oh, that's
for you.
awesome.
Yeah.
So, like I
Oh, that's
cannot.
great.
They
It's
have
so
the
good.
most impending doom. No matter what it is,
Just
no
don't wanna
matter
get
what
attached to
genre.
anybody.
This man gets on the court like 3 times
No,
a season.
literally, and it's like by
Jesus.
accident.
Yeah.
like somebody's
Oh.
hurt. And
Yeah.
like,
He
has
is
to
an
go
emotional
off.
support.
No, and I love him for it. But like,
Following,
That's what happens.
following, we have Free, which was good.
Amazing.
I'm still just really annoyed.
Oh,
I know it's not
that's
about
gay swimmers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's not about the sport, but still so fucking annoyed that they build up that championship and then do nothing with it.
Yeah.
There's like the entire time they're building up this fucking championship that they're going to go to. And to be fair, which Kat and Sage brought up, the sport was never really about like the focal point of the thing.
It's
like where
never
Haikyuu
about
is
it.
All about
yeah.
volleyball. This is the opposite.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the swimming is just a vehicle to carry things. So like it's
It's
not really
a vehicle
important
for them to be gay.
Yeah. But like the entire second season, I think they are building up this fucking tournament that they have to go to, and they're winning their
It's like
little meets.
nationals,
Yeah,
right?
and they're finally like gonna get there.
something so
Yeah,
extreme.
and they
So
like they
unimportant.
get to nationals, and A, they show the crowd their school still didn't show up to support them, and B,
Oh.
they just like quick 5 seconds of like every time they dive into the water for their respective match, and then it's just them going, "I can swim fast, I can swim free." Hard cut. Yeah.
He said it.
Hard
say it a
cut
lot.
to them going, "We did it." And I'm like, motherfucker, if you're going to build it up, Show me the competition.
They blew all of their budget on them splashing around.
No, they spent all of their budget on their muscles.
Yeah.
Like
all of the budget went to everything except for the actual sport.
No.
Still mad about
That
it.
rocks.
I
Actually.
still think about that, and I'm still
not
upset
mad
about
about
it.
it.
I'm not mad about it
not
at
mad
all.
about it.
Anyway, Haikyuu,
So good.
fantastic, absolutely phenomenal. Place further from the universe.
Further than the universe.
Yeah, whatever. It was
It's
fun.
cute.
Yeah.
I still like that show.
It was cute.
It had cute girls doing
I
cute
think you
shit.
would also like that show. It's
Really?
like
Sounds good.
Put that one at the
Anthony?
bottom of the list.
yeah. Don't put it as don't put it as
Yeah.
high.
If you don't want to watch it, fuck it.
Yeah,
Like, it's
I
just-
wouldn't say it's
but
high
like- like
priority must
Moe-
watch,
It's nothing special.
but it's cute and wholesome, and you like
Yeah.
come out of being like, oh, that
Honestly,
was
out of
nice.
all
like
these,
cute and wholesome.
I would absolutely put Bocchi the Rock in his recommendation over that.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Like there are way better overall qualities.
Because Moe
They're
is
just bombarded.
And I'm like,
Moe is just. It's just Moe. I mean, like.
But I feel like this is Moe with substance. It's
Yeah.
not just like a straight Moe show
oh,
like
well, you know what we should
K-On!
do? We should have a final
Like,
teach Anthony what something an anime is. What's Moe?
cute girls
Moe
doing
is-
cute shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
basically.
simple as.
Literally, just Moe is you slap that genre on when it's
You've
cute
never
girls doing
seen,
cute
like,
shit.
The maid cafes thing where they do like the moe cute. You've never seen that?
That shows up in anime.
Yeah.
yeah, like
It's
that.
also the most cringy shit in real life. Don't go to
But
a maid cafe.
that's like
Moe
did you
is
go?
essentially
Oh.
like
I met somebody that did, and they
people
were like,
call it a
"Do not
genre.
do
I
it."
know you went, and that's what I thought you were
because
saying. And I was like, I
basically
need to
there are
know
shows that are Moe
everything.
and that like
I ran into a
Because
guy
I
that
was
went.
really
There's no
thinking
real
about
plot.
going to one, and then
it's just cute
I
girls
ran
doing
into
cute
a guy that
stuff,
went.
and
He
it's
was like,
typically
"It is
like
the
a group of
cringiest thing
friends,
Oh.
and
you
they're
will
just
ever
adorable,
experience in your
and
life."
like
And it's
glad I
surrounded,
did
and you're
it.
surrounded
each
by a bunch
episode
of
is them
losers
doing something
and
else,
like
but,
people that have never
wholesome
touched a girl in their
nice.
life,
You
or
know,
even
like,
maybe
it's
seen a girl.
Just girlies hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh,
or
that's
there's
cute.
40-year-old
But
men
it's not
that go
like-
there
it gets
every day.
older.
Are they
and
like
it's
little
do
kids?
not.
no,
God.
usually high school age,
Oh, okay.
but they look like they're made to look like as adorable as
Yeah,
possible.
like upper middle school, lower high school.
yeah.
Okay.
They're either like freshmen in high
And it's
school or like
usually Moe, like you're not gonna see a Moe show and be like, don't go in expecting like mature themes.
Yeah.
You know,
It's-
I figured.
or
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I figured.
like
I mean,
deep emotional.
I don't know. They
writing.
and towards the end there.
all right. To be
the
fair,
cave-
usually there's
Oh,
like
I didn't know where that was going.
usually there's always like one
For a
girl that
moment
has
there.
Yeah.
one girl
One
usually
girl
has
with
like
trauma.
a serious
Yeah.
trauma.
Yeah, one girl with
I
trauma.
thought the theme was changing.
but like
Christ.
but like for the most part, Moe's like K-On! It's literally just girls trying to start a music club.
Yeah.
Aw.
Like so it's just like
But they
innocent.
spend 90% of the show doing anything but music.
Yeah, they're just
yeah.
they're doing
They
cute
just,
girls
they
doing
just
cute
spend
shit.
their time being cute.
Yeah. Like that's the best
Being
way to
cute
describe
together.
it. Yeah.
I'll do it.
Like friends and just being cute.
Yeah.
Right.
You go to the festival or you do like, the school
Bonding.
bonding,
Yeah.
whatever.
Aw,
Yeah.
okay.
Like that's
All right,
the
yeah.
typical Moe
So like
show.
put it
level.
at the
Gotcha.
bottom of the list.
Absolute
Understood, yeah.
bottom.
But like you could put it on the
You got
list.
it,
Bocchi the Rock should be up there though.
Yeah, Bocchi the Rock is good.
Copy that.
That's about a show with a girl trying to overcome her social anxiety,
But she also
Good.
she plays the guitar.
and she's really good at it.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'd watch that.
So she like her like
And the
the
gags
extra
are
yeah.
really
She
good.
gets
They're so
adopted
funny.
by
Yeah,
a
she
band.
gets adopted by the extrovert that's in a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
And so they're just like, "Hey, perform," and she's like, and yeah. So I think you'd actually love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
sounds
Anyway,
Bocchi is
JJK
the
season
best.
2,
So
Great.
good.
good. I still just think they over-explain things.
I agree. I know I gave it a 7 and I stand by that only because I felt like again the amount of just constant fight scenes. I was like,
It's so good though.
what is going on?
Wait, you haven't watched season 2 yet?
No.
Ah, damn. Okay, I do have the
Top of the list.
I do have
Yeah, absolutely
I do
watch
have an answer for the vision he sees in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what the reason was. When I was watching that guy's reviewer thing, he reminded me what it was.
Oh, okay.
So I now understand why that happened.
Okay. Let
Um,
me know then.
Yeah. Finally,
Free Rin.
Free Rin
which
Beyond
we just
Journey's
talked
End,
about.
which again I still think is very apt. Last one we watched.
yeah.
Literally fantastic. I think it's still number 1 on my my
As
anime
it should be.
list.
Did you watch that? Oh my god, absolutely. That should be number 1 on your list to watch.
that is
Number
true.
one on
That
your
should
list to
be
watch.
your
Because
number 1.
if you the way you were describing Mushishi and like your appreciation for that kind of story and like character study of like this one guy just that Free Rin is like that, except in my opinion
Better.
better. Yeah.
She just
because she's
goes around helping people.
because she's like a 5,000-year-old elf, and
she's learning how to like
connect to humans.
Yeah, because like to her, literally the first episode is it mentions a thing where she's like, they watch a meteor shower, and she goes, "Oh, this view wasn't great. I know a great place to view this. I'll be back in 50 years. I'll see you guys
When
in a
the
minute."
next shower
and
comes.
everyone else is like human, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll see you guys in a little
so
bit."
like it doesn't.
And so she like leaves and comes back, and they've all aged 50 years, and you know they're all like kind of on their deathbeds.
Yeah.
And so like it's that's like what kicks off the story where she realizes she didn't realize that she cared about these people, and they've already kind of the journey has ended for them. Like so she needs to realize that like she can't just 50 years is important.
Yeah.
Because
That's
she
kind of
spent
her
a
lesson.
lot prior to the story beginning. She spent most of her time just like by herself.
Yeah.
You know, so she doesn't really understand like the value that like humans place on other humans that you would just meet, let's say like in passing, where somebody does something nice for you and you're like, oh, that was so nice, and then you like hold on to that. And then if you see them again, let's say like in a year, you're like, you remember them doing that nice thing. So she's trying to understand like those little intricacies of like
and so
human
that sounds
yeah.
awesome.
And so like
You
through the
love
show,
the
she,
show.
I would
And
check
it's
that
out.
beautiful. The
Yeah.
animation is
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
and the
Fuck
fact
yeah,
that
I would
like
check that
it's
out.
a very non-serious show is when there is action, because all their budget was not needed for heavy action set pieces. When there is action,
Yeah,
It
they
goes
deliver.
off.
They deliver.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. Highly,
it
it's
still is number one.
yeah. It's so good, especially Mushishi. Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds amazing.
Yeah, fuck it. I love Free Rent. I love it so much. But yeah, all right. So that
And
was
it's bingeable.
that is true. Very bingeable.
Cool.
And the season 2 was confirmed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's coming
so-
out next year, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But
Was
yeah,
did it come out this year?
Last year.
like end of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year. Okay.
But yeah, so that was our. I guess we didn't need another topic.
LOL.
Yeah.
No,
I was gonna have
We
us
watched
just,
a lot of anime.
Yeah, I was
Sure
because I was
did.
also gonna be like, oh, what was our favorite episodes or moments? But,
Well, we
but,
kind
you
of
know.
did that.
Yeah.
A little bit,
That's
yeah.
why we brought up
I will
episodes.
special mention me and Anthony's single episodes.
That's my favorite episode.
I
My
still
favorite
think about
episode
that
we
all
ever
the
did was
time.
our first single episode.
Still
That is
quote
my favorite episode.
lamp. You guys don't watch our shit.
I liked our Game of Thrones episode. That one was.
That
fun.
one was good.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. We had a couple of those special ones, but like the movies for Spider-Man and
Yeah.
shit like that.
I like those ones too.
Yeah.
I still
Oh.
haven't watched Brave New World.
It's fine. You don't really need to.
I'm going to eventually.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure.
Actually.
Yeah. So I hold on. Let me see if there's just.
it
Oh
Ryan?
right. We did Shogun. We did Avatar,
Yeah.
which we also did the movie,
Yeah.
which we just shit on for like an hour and a half.
Which we were right to do.
Yeah, 100%. The Marvels, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and then the quintessential quintuplets movie. But yeah. Yeah, I guess thanks
that
for
movie came out in 22.
yeah.
What?
Oh my god.
Quintessential-
The
yeah, the Quince
Quintuplets
movie.
Damn.
Time flies.
Ah,
Yeah.
damn it. We still didn't hit 150. We're at 149.
Rip.
Damn it.
Maybe when you post this episode, we'll be at 150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to have an explosion of followers. We're going to hit like 1,000 and we're going to
Yeah.
be like,
Imagine.
fuck.
Like, don't leave.
Oh, well.
Like, I'm sorry.
If we hit 1,000, I'd bring it back. We'd make money
Uh,
off of it at that point.
1,000?
Yeah, if you hit 1,000 subscribers, you're probably having more views than that. You'd start making money off of it.
I don't think so.
I think that's true. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
We'll see.
I thought you had to have a certain number of subscribers to be part of the fun, though.
I think it's 1,000.
Really? I thought it was like 10. Was the base?
I think it's 1,000.
That could be. I don't know.
I don't.
I
Whatever.
don't know anything.
I don't know. We were never gonna hit it.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything is fine.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So I guess. Thanks for joining us on this little journey. If you've been here from the beginning, if not, if you joined us at some point. I know a few people that joined us apparently at the end because they were people that came to parties and were like, "Yo, that sounds great. I'll follow you guys. I'll start
LOL.
watching." Sorry. Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
This was a good 3 years, 4 years.
Now we say bye forever.
And now
never to be
we
seen
say
again.
goodbye forever, and unless suddenly we start making money on videos randomly. Then I'll come back, because then I don't have to do. If I'm making money off this, fuck it.
At least Michael will come back. You all hear.
I don't think it'll
first.
make money if it's only me.
If
If this started making money, you guys wouldn't come back.
I'd
Probably
come
not.
back for money.
All right. Well, really? All right. Well, you hear it here. If you guys start making us like $1 million, Sage isn't allowed to come back. So
Oh, well,
We have video evidence.
we have video evidence. She said she wouldn't do it.
all right.
So sorry.
I like
Sage.
an insanely clear microphone. Like you
You
heard
said-
every syllable of that.
You said you would not come back, so I guess we'll just be raking in the cash. We'll be fucking the goddamn Scrooge McDuck diving into
Don't
our
worry,
money pond.
That's fine.
I'll give you a little on the side.
The older I get, the more anti-money I become. So like, I really don't care.
That's so cool.
Like,
That's so cool.
money is a construct, and we decided to make it like the most important thing in the world. And that was a mistake.
Yeah, but it is important that, you know.
Based?
I wish I could think like that.
Money doesn't exist. We just said this paper now has value.
But like,
But technically, it had value
Gold
at one
backing.
point.
But,
Yeah.
like, you-
Yeah,
It
and
no longer
gold
has
we
gold
decided
backing.
was pretty and shiny, and this has value.
but like, I do need to go to the grocery store and use that.
Yeah, because
Like,
yes, because
I can't just.
that's
take
how a
it.
construct happens.
I know, but I can't
Like,
stop
Look,
it.
the important thing here is that Sage wouldn't come back for
Yeah.
millions of dollars, so it's fine. It's just more money for you and me, Kat.
That's fine.
Okay.
Get like
Sounds good.
get your
I
bag.
will
I
se- I will
firmly
sell
believe in
out
people
for a
getting
lot
their
of money.
bag. Like I believe in people getting their own personal bag. But
yeah,
like,
I
at
will
the
sell
same
out
time,
for a bag, dude.
money is evil.
What happened
like,
to our wholesome ending? Like what?
Yeah,
happened?
sorry about my tangent.
Very
there.
vaguely animated end on
Yeah.
this note.
Anyway, yeah, thanks you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the anime that you either hadn't seen or liked our opinions on. Hopefully, we were entertaining at least a nice like hour of your day
Or more.
sometimes or less.
Sometimes.
But yeah, again, thanks for joining us on this 4-year journey.
Yeah.
So almost 4 years.
Wow.
So yeah, I guess thanks for watching.
And we'll see you never.
We'll see
Bye.
you never. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.